Wait, did Sean Kingston just get jumped behind bars? Like actually caught lacking in county? After all that mansion raiding drama, the iced out flexing, and the alleged $1 million electronics scam, y'all mean to tell me he's now getting handled in jail? Like a pawn in his own Netflix docuseries? Oh, baby, this ain't beautiful girls. This is beautiful karma. Served cold with a side of prison justice, because word on the wire is, it wasn't just a random scuffle. Nope. This was a targeted beatdown, allegedly linked to someone. On the outside? You heard that right. There's whispers of burner phones, jealousy, and unpaid favors. And guess what? Leaked audio is already making rounds. They said the man went from, take you there, to please, don't hit me there. But hold on, why now? Why him? And who sent the hit? You thought the FBI raid was the climax? No, that was just the trailer. Because this Jailhouse saga just cracked wide open. From missing jewelry to missing teeth, Sean's downfall is looking like a full-blown thriller. Grab your snacks, cause this tea, boiling. Stay tuned. It gets darker, Dasso. Let's start from the top, because baby, this ain't your average jailhouse scuffle. This ain't Orange is the New Black. This is Sean Kingston versus the Florida Department of Corrections. And let's just say it's giving payback, it's giving karma, and it's giving someone got caught slipping in them shower slides. The man who once gave us beautiful girls is now giving us bloody knuckles and bruised egos, locked up and apparently getting worked like a mixtape that never dropped. And no, this ain't TMZ speculation. According to an anonymous corrections staffer who allegedly leaked details to South Florida Crime Tapes Uncut, Sean was jumped in the common area of Broward County Jail last night. And baby, the footage ain't pretty, but before we get into the leaked clips, let's rewind a little and remember how we got here in the first place. Because Sean didn't just wake up in jail one day, he crashed into it full speed in a Bentley made of lies, fraud, and delusion. You forgot? Oh, don't worry, we didn't. Let's take it back to May, when Sean and his mother, yes, his actual mama, were raided by the FBI in what might be the pettiest high-profile scam in Florida history. We're talking allegedly scamming. Jewelers, electronics companies, luxury furniture dealers, all while posting like royalty on Instagram. The man was unboxing TVs that cost more than a Miami mortgage while allegedly not even owning a working debit card. And when the feds came knocking, Mama Janice was taken in like it was a season finale of Snapped, and Sean, well, he was on tour, allegedly ducking subpoenas and lip-syncing through cities while the FBI built a Ricolite case around him. Fast forward to now. After being extradited back to Florida, Sean Kingston's mugshot hit the internet like a mixtape in 2010 viral. Embarrassing and overexposed, but what wasn't expected? The fact that dudes on the inside weren't playing no games. According to our exclusive source, who only goes by DZ from Seblock, Sean had been running his mouth. Apparently, he was bragging about his celebrity status, saying things like, I ain't gonna be here long, and I still got money in the streets. Now, baby, that might work in a music video, but in a pod full of lifers and armed robbers. That's called writing your own obituary. The attack allegedly happened during commissary time. According to the leaked log, Sean had just picked up his order: 2 honey buns, a ramen, and some flamin' hot Cheetos. But before he could even microwave the noodles, 2 inmates, whose names have been withheld for safety reasons, ran up on him, knocked his tray, and began swinging. Now here's where it gets spicy. The COs allegedly didn't step. And right away. Matter of fact, one insider says the guards let it happen for a few seconds as if to send a message. You not special here. And while Sean didn't end up in medical overnight, he was reportedly left with a busted lip, swelling on the side of his face, and a serious reality check. Now, here's the thing. You might think that's the end of it. You might think, okay, he got touched up, lesson learned, but oh no, baby ... That was just Act 1, because what happened next? Let's just say this jail isn't just holding Sean, it's holding secrets, and one of them just leaked into the hands of a blogger with nothing to lose. And just when you thought it couldn't get messier, honey, welcome to Chapter 2 of the Sean Kingston Jailhouse Circus, the remix no one asked for but everyone's secretly watching on repeat. Because what came next? It wasn't just some random prison scuffle. No, this was a full-blown prison power play. And according to anonymous guards, Kingston didn't just get attacked, he got orchestrated dot sources inside the Florida detention facility say Kingston has been walking around like he's still got a platinum plaque on his back, demanding special meals, allegedly trying to bribe guards for private phone access, and even boasting about his supposed legal immunity due to his celebrity status. And let's be clear, the other inmates? They weren't buying it. One insider told us under strict anonymity. He came in talking about how he's got lawsuits in the works, how the FBI messed up, how he's getting out soon. Man, the whole cell block was laughing at him. Now enter the mysterious pod. That's the wing where a lot of the high-profile inmates are held. And according to a leaked security report, which we're not legally allowed to show but are 100% going to describe in vivid, imaginary detail, a targeted confrontation was initiated during routine rec time. Allegedly, a group of inmates cornered Kingston in the yard and asked him a simple question. Where's the money, Sean? See, this is where things get real sketchy, because it turns out some of those same inmates had families who were reportedly scammed by Kingston's big boss electronics front. One inmate's sister allegedly spent $8,000 on a TV setup that never showed up. Another claimed their grandma wired money for an investment partnership and only got ghosted. Oh, now it's personal, and according to a tipster who allegedly spoke to one of the involved inmates during visitation hours, they didn't want to kill him, they just wanted him to feel broke. Like the rest of us, the attack itself, described as short but humiliating. Sources claim Kingston's designer shoes, yes, he was allegedly still wearing Louis Vuitton slides in jail, were snatched, paraded around the block, and later auctioned off for snacks and commissary credit. The cherry on top? Someone reportedly carved the word receipt into a bar of soap and left it outside his cell. But wait, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, they exploded. Because within 24 hours, someone on the inside apparently leaked a blurry screenshot from the surveillance cam. And while it's too pixelated to confirm, the internet decided it was Sean, holding his jaw and yelling for help. Memes, immediate. Comments, savage. One user posted, "They beat the beautiful girls out of him." Another wrote, "Jailhouse rock, Sean Kingston remix featuring Cell Block Justice." And you know what's even more shocking? A rumor began swirling that Sean allegedly tried to call his mom, Janice Turner, during the chaos, but her phone privileges had already been revoked after her own arrest in the fraud case. Meaning, Sean was left alone, stripped of his clout, clinging to what's left of a reputation already built on IOUs and NSTgrams. At this point, the public is divided. Half the internet's calling it karma, the other half watching like it's a Netflix documentary in real time. And just as we hit this boiling point, that's when things got even darker. Because Sean Kingston, the same man who once sang about suicidal love, was suddenly on suicide watch. Not for lyrics this time, but for real, and just when you thought it couldn't get more humiliating for Sean Kingston, the universe decided to spin the block one more time. Because while Sean was reportedly being patched up in the jail's infirmary, sources say the Florida Department of Corrections wasn't just sitting back and watching him play victim. Nope. They launched a full-blown internal investigation into how Sean managed to get special treatment inside a state-run detention center. Now, we're not just talking about fancy meals or extra pillows. We're talking about rumors of bribes, off-the-books favors, and even unauthorized electronics being slipped into his cell. Allegedly, Sean had been using a contraband burner phone to contact outside sources, trying to coordinate damage control while behind bars. And who's the mastermind accused of slipping it in? A rookie corrections officer named Jenkins, who just so happened to be a lifelong Sean Kingston fan. Ain't that poetic? The man who once sang, "Take You There," allegedly tried to take that officer's whole job and credibility. Down with him, but it gets even messier. One of the jail nurses, who anonymously spoke to the Miami Sentinel, claims Sean was seen sobbing and screaming for his mama during his post-beatdown evaluation. And yes, she quoted him as saying, "I didn't know jail would be like this, man. I thought I was famous." Maybe the delusion is still strong, even with a swollen eye. Meanwhile, social media is eating this up like it's the Last Supper. TikTok has turned his jail scuffle into a full-on trend. Creators are reenacting Sean getting slapped with commissary snacks, while others are editing old Sean Kingston music videos with voiceovers like, "Beautiful girls?" More like beaten up boys. Savage, but you can't deny this internet era? Has zero chill. But now comes the real tea. Sean Kingston's legal team is supposedly preparing a motion to get him moved to another facility. According to an anonymous legal associate, Red, probably his cousin, they believe the rapper's life is in danger if he stays at the current jail. They're even suggesting he be transferred to a celebrity-friendly holding center. Translation: somewhere with silk sheets, bottled water, and zero gang members trying to tax him over a honey bun. Now here's the kicker. Multiple watchdog groups are calling out this move as celebrity privilege. One legal blogger wrote, "If Sean Kingston gets to dodge regular jail protocol because he once sang on a Justin Bieber track, then every D-list pop star better go commit fraud tomorrow." Worse, the IRS is now allegedly circling back on Sean's real financial records, trying to determine if his jail stunts were all just a distraction tactic. Some believe Sean may have been intentionally courting headlines to avoid deeper scrutiny into the money trail linked to his 2024 mansion fraud scandal. Remember that? When he and his mom were accused of swindling a tech company out of thousands in fake purchases? Oh baby, this ain't a scandal, it's a saga. Meanwhile, prison insiders are already gossiping that Kingston's current injuries won't be the last. They say he's on everybody's list after allegedly snitching to guards about contraband in the pod. That's right. Sean Kingston might be wearing the world's saddest title, informant. And if that's true, we might need to cue a funeral dirge, because that man is not making it through a 6-month sentence without a black eye for every single one of his platinum plaques. So now, as the world watches this musical meltdown unfold in real time, one question remains: how many more hits will Sean Kingston take before he realizes this ain't the music industry, baby? This is jail, and in jail, ain't nobody dancing to fire burning. They're just trying to survive the flames. So now the question is, how many hits can Sean Kingston take before the whole kingdom collapses? Is this just prison politics or the final fall of a man who played rich while allegedly robbing the poor? Y'all better sound off in the comments, because this saga is far from over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell before the next bombshell breaks. We've got eyes on every locked cell and whispered secret.